Yo, just for you. I heard you.
It's Nealon, wheeling Nealon, limousine riding, Bischoff. You turn the camera off, and I'll be naked.
Cash in your life. If your cash ain't right, if your cash ain't right, put some cash in your life. Put some cash in your life. Cause what's the credit score when you got your cash right? Put some cash in your life. Put some cash in your life. If your cash ain't right, if your cash ain't right, put some cash in your life.
YouTube Zodiacs, what's good? Is your favorite Gemini, KashDaGemini, and I am back with another video, back with another episode of the Cashing Out Show. Man, every week the number keeps going up and up and up and up, man. 44, we're on episode 44, man. We got David, the DC and Marvel collector. Man, what's going on? It's Thursday.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me. Always been a watcher of the show, so really cool.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, dude. You know what's crazy? Like, I was before the show, right? You know, I was like, man, dude, I haven't shaved in a long time. I haven't shaved in a long time.
I'm usually clean shaven, but my fiance's been in Italy for 2 weeks, so I'm just like, fuck it. For a while.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Dude, you gotta shave before she comes back. She's like, oh, somebody broke in my house.
I told her, I was like, you know, I have a beard now. I just want you to see it, what it looks like, and I'll shave it afterwards. But.
Nice, man. Nice. That's what's up, man. Yeah, dude. Like, this isn't usually like as far over. It's usually like trimmed down. And I gotta I'm gonna get completely. Give me a week or two, man. I'm gonna get right. Give me a week or two, dude. You know what I'm saying? But man, before we get started, late night trip. I heard you, man. I heard you. Limousine riding. I heard you, man. What's going on, Casual? I appreciate you being here, man. Statue Habit 71, what's going on? Rome Ross, what's good, man? Hope everything's going well. Luke, Elijah Mack in the building. Everybody else is trickling in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in, man. You know, something's been on my mind kind of heavy. Oh, it's my cat in the background. Something's been on my mind kind of heavy. As a collector, when is enough? And I don't mean like to stop collecting. I just mean like, is there ever a point where enough is enough in terms of like, yo, I gotta slow down because I got Christmas presents to hand out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. Like, kind of like pause. Like I'm taking a pause because I'm at a stoplight right now. The light's red. It ain't green just yet. Like, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I think kind of twofold on that question. Enough isn't. I think you kind of have to hit the pause button when you see like the money that you reserved for the hobby trickling down to what you had already reserved for it. Like, let's say you reserved like, I don't know, like $5,000 for 2 years or whatever, and you spent like $3,800 in a year. That's when I feel like you kind of have to hit the pause button. And I've just got into statue collecting really in the last like couple of years. And there's really only a few pieces that I really, really want still. Like, I want to get a couple Green Lantern pieces, a Flash, and I got the XM Swamp Thing coming in. But as far as like my DC side and my Marvel side, like, mostly have all of the characters that I've really wanted, because I don't think, and another thing, like in terms of spending, you can't get everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I would love to have an Apocalypse, but I wanted a Magneto more. Like, can't get every single X-Men villain that I want. So I think you just really got to prioritize like I can have an art print of Apocalypse where I can have like a single issue up on the wall. But in terms of like a premium format statue, you really got to prioritize like who are your absolute favorite characters. And casual this man, but coming from a person that sold off everything recently.
Yo, casual. I should have played this sooner, bro. But fuck it.
You just made the list. Oh no.
Oh man, dude. You know, I'll be like, dude, literally, it's crazy, man. Because right now, like, I'm literally like sitting back and I'm thinking, bro, like shout out Rome, man. I was talking to Rome Ross earlier today, and it hit, bro. When I say it hit me, it has hit me. So I got Ghost Rider on a horse. I just paid the last payment today. Then I gotta pay the shipping on Ghost Rider on horse.
How much is that?
$450.
Okay, yeah.
2 boxes. Dr. Doom from Sideshow exclusive is due Monday, if I'm not mistaken. A custom Loki and Blade are both due. So I'm getting hit all while, you know what I'm saying, just paid the what did I just pay? I just paid the light bill or gas bill. I can't remember which one. I just paid one of them. And the internet. I just paid the internet, the light bill, gas bill, and then also like the day after I pay those statues is like, oh, cell phone. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting crushed.
The worst is when you get something unexpected too. Like I had an MRI recently and I thought it was covered mostly, but it wasn't completely covered. And I'm like, shit, it's just another surprise medical bill that just didn't know what was coming. So
I declare bankruptcy.
Yeah. I always think of that, you know, that GIF with like John Travolta where he like opens up his wallet and just like looks side to side.
Like, man, it's tough, dude. It's tough. Definitely, Justin. Easier said than done. That's for sure, man. We got young Obi in the building. Appreciate you coming, man. So to ask you, like you said, you mentioned the Flash. Is that Daniel Bell's Flash?
No, I do like that one. There's some things about that one I don't like, though. I mean, I love the sculpt is great.
Mm-hmm.
The Flash himself, like Daniel Bell sculpt is warranted. He usually knocks it out of the park, but I don't like how there's like no semblance of his powers on that one. Like there's no like speed force lightning coming off of him. It looks like he's basically just like running on a bland street. Whereas the XM one that I'm looking at has, you know, like speed force lightning.
Oh yeah.
He's like running off of like a broken highway or whatever. And then the thing I love the most about it, though, if I get it, it's probably how I'll display it, is the switch out where he's like spinning his arms.
Yeah, power.
Yeah, that's the Flash to me. So, not that the Sideshow one is bad. I just don't think it like truly shows his powers. So.
No, dude. No, I really liked it. That one from XM. I actually had it on pre-order. Ended up canceling it. Put those funds towards XM Studios' Red Skull. It was a piece I haven't won for a long time.
That's a nice one too. See it in the background.
Yeah, man. If I am to get a, well, you know, it's hard to do it on camera.
Yeah.
Right there. If I am to get the Sideshow Flash, I actually want the Captain Cold gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the other. Like, I do think that one's like exclusive or bust too.
Yeah, I gotta have the Captain Cold gun. It's just another element, and it's crazy. Like I was talking to Casual one day, right? We were just talking. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know if you realize it, but every statue you got, you have an exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm almost there. Like I have the exclusive for everything but my Sideshow Freddy Krueger. That's the only one I don't have the exclusive for, but it's fine because I would never display it. And it's one I don't ever plan on selling. So it's not like I need the exclusive for a better resale value.
Yeah.
But that's what I tell people all the time. Dude, if it's the same price like PCS Ninja Turtle, just pick up the exclusive, because when you go to sell it, it's just going to be a little bit easier to sell it if you need to sell it.
Yeah, it's usually like a $20 difference too.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like a no-brainer to buy if it's a piece you want.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I don't. If it's a piece where I don't really care about the exclusive that much, then
Yeah,
I mean, aftermarket, I don't care about going after the collectors. But
yeah. Like I'm gonna see if I could actually pull up one right now, and let me see if I can get it real quick. And it's crazy because even though I actually have this coming, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people already saw it today with Jim Mint's video. The people who are interested in it are just like watching Jim Mint's channel. The exclusive is like, I don't really see that big of a difference. I know it's different designs on the mask, but it's not that big of a difference where if like you missed out on the exclusive, like, oh, you know, I missed out on it. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't even display the exclusive on this. Like, I like the regular.
I like the regular better too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I'm looking at it like I don't know, man.
I think I watched that video too earlier.
Yeah.
Doom's like my favorite villain besides Joker. And he was talking about how they could have made this exclusive like a unmasked portrait.
Yeah.
Probably would have been a lot better, but
yeah, that's crazy. So I'm looking at this and it's one that I definitely like really want, but I'll have to wait because the video that Jim did is cool. Can display it without the fabric cape too. You definitely can display it without the fabric cape, but I don't know why you would though. You know, I definitely don't know why you would. Is this anything that you have on PO or no?
I have 2 Dooms already. And if I get a third, I would want one of the custom on Thrones ones. I don't know. This one's good. I think the pose is a miss for me. I have the original Sideshow exclusive where he's got like the ray gun in his hand, the fabric cape, and then I have a custom like God Doom, like white cape.
What's the base look like on that one?
It's just like a big circle where it has like a gold rim around it, and it looks like kind of marble-ish. I think Rome has the regular version of it. I have the God version of it.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. What's up, chat? I unfortunately can't type in the chat for some reason. I think I have to log in. Nathan, Casual, Luke, Rome, Trey, Elijah. What's up, y'all? Next for me, Casual, I'm trying to get a wide Besta shelf. Interview myself, Luke. Trying to get like a wide Besta shelf, and I have XM Swamp Thing coming in, and then a few other DC pieces. So.
Shout out Luke, man. That's definitely funny, man.
I was interviewing myself.
No, I just had someone come at the door, man. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're on.
Yeah. So just to get back right into it. So what actually got you into collecting? Because it sounds like you haven't been collecting long, but you're kind of like thinking about that end game.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't call I mean, at this point I have like 20 statues, but I didn't consider myself a statue collector. It really all just comes from a love of comics and the characters. So I guess just like started from square one, like as a kid, I was always into the DC animated shows, like Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited is like my favorite show of all time. So that just kind of like introduced me to the characters. Like Batman and then Spider-Man were like my two favorite characters growing up as a kid. I had like action figures as a kid, like every Batman action figure you could have. And then probably like middle school, started getting into comics. And just like I never really bought like single issues. I just started with like collected editions because I just wanted to read the stories. I have some single issues, but mainly just for like displaying purposes.
Cool.
But yeah, my like room in my house is just filled with like omnibuses, Marvel, DC, Absolute Edition.
Damn.
Yeah. So I had
what shelving units are you using?
Calyx's, IKEA Calyx is my favorite.
So you must have. Do you have one close by you, or that you can drive to? Or
no, this is actually my dining room. I don't know how good the connection is in my room.
Oh no. I meant like, do you have like IKEA close by?
Like yeah. There's an IKEA. I live in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and in Norfolk, Virginia, which is like the neighboring city. There's actually an IKEA that they built like 3 or 4 years ago. So
yeah, so ours is like 3 hours away. So like I've only been there once. We had to drive 3 hours, so it's kind of like getting anything you can while you're there, which is kind of crazy. And that's literally what I did. Got a couple of shelves for some Iron Studio stuff, which was kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was just like a big old like, I don't want to say Walmart, but it was just like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know, like just whatever the biggest store is basically what it was, but without food. Well, I mean, they got like the food court type area, yeah, meatballs. But other than that, like it was all right, man.
Yeah, it's basically like an amusement park for people that love home decor and furniture.
Yeah, definitely cool, man. So, dude,
I just
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I just went in and I knew what I wanted. I wasn't like spending all day in there, but if you're into that type of stuff, then you can definitely spend a day in there. Oh, Cash, I think you froze, or maybe it's me. Can't tell if I'm frozen or you're frozen.
No. Me. Yo, David, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Fucking StreamYard, bro. Fucking StreamYard, bro.
I was like, turn into a cyborg.
Nah, it ain't the Wi-Fi, y'all. It's literally StreamYard, man. Like we be streaming movies, everything all day long. Everything will be fine. You hop on this thing, and you know what I'm saying. It's just be funny. I just joke about it at this point, man. I ain't gonna, whatever. But just to keep it moving, man. So, I was watching the original Spider-Man today, like Tobey Maguire, right? Original. And like, I'm gonna ask, I gotta definitely talk to Buck and Britton about this, but I just want to ask you, like, not talking about Tom, but just keeping it to Tobey and Andrew, who do you think was a better Peter Parker or Spider-Man, or even both? I mean, I know it's like the same, but
See, that's tough. I love them both. I think Tobey had a lot better movies.
I agree.
And villains. Like, you can't beat William Dafoe's Green Goblin and Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. Spider-Man 3 is, it is what it is. They kind of, I feel like, messed that one up a little bit, but it's still watchable. I thought Tobey was a little bit, he looked too old to be like a high school kid. But at the same time, he was like an awesome Spider-Man and really like a relatable Peter Parker. Like, you could tell like he was dealing with normal people's problems. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you think that Andrew was too odd?
I thought Andrew was a fantastic Spider-Man, but I thought Tobey was a better Peter Parker. But they both look too old to play like Tom Holland seemed like more of a high school kid.
You know what's crazy though? I thought the Uncle Ben I thought No, the Uncle Ben, the originals with Toby. I liked that Uncle Ben better. I know it's dumb
Yeah.
because Uncle Ben's part is so short, right? I get it, but I didn't
No,
really
that's true.
care for the Uncle Ben in the second one. He was more like, "Oh, apologize to your Aunt May," and this and this and this and this, and it was never about the like, with great power and everything like that. Like he was more like stern on him. But I like the original Uncle Ben was more like, "Yo, I'm trying to actually teach you a lesson," and
Yeah, the
kinda,
Raimi films with Toby will always like have a special place in my heart. Like those are the ones that I definitely grew up in and I love the most. But I do think Andrew was a great Spider-Man. He just didn't have the best movie.
So what chemistry did you like better? Did you like the chemistry better between who is it?
Glennon
Kirsten or Emma Stone? Like which one did you felt had better?
I definitely felt Emma Stone and Andrew had a way better.
That's what Buck said.
Yeah, that was like honestly, besides Andrew being Spider-Man, that was like my favorite part of those movies is their relationship. And that's not normal for me. Like usually I go into Spider-Man movies wanting to see Spider-Man, but like
yeah,
MJ was a bitch to Toby in the originals. Like I don't know, she did not treat him right.
Yeah, dude, you know what's crazy? Like she was kind of all over the place, man, because she was with Harry, and then she was about to get married to another person, right? Or something like that. Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, she was like an astronaut or something.
Yeah. So that was definitely kind of crazy, man.
She liked the Spider-Man though.
Oh man,
she
dude.
Knew it was Peter.
Yeah. No, so last question on Spider-Man. Did you feel on those two with Toby as well as Andrew that they showed the unmasked too much?
Yeah, well, I thought Toby was fine. The scene in Spider-Man 2, like the classic scene with the train where he like stops the train after he fights Doc Ock. I thought that was really cool how they handled it because like everyone on the train basically like, I mean, internet wasn't really a huge thing back then, but like they all kind of like agreed, those people on the train, like we're not going to tell everyone his identity. But the Andrew movies, that was one of my main gripes about the first one. I felt like the whole final battle against the Lizard, he was just like everywhere in the city. And he just had his mask off like the entire time at the end, or like everyone was around him. So yeah, that was my take on those two.
Yeah. I definitely, I don't know. I think the Spider-Man movies were very good. I don't think they ever hold up as well as like Batman in terms of like, and maybe because Batman is just much more of a serious type of watch versus what you're getting with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Because even though the villains changed from like Lizard, Venom, Sandman, I mean they went through a bunch of villains in those movies, and I didn't even realize that was from 2002 to 2007. Then there was this 5-year gap, 2012, and I don't know when this Amazing Spider-Man 2 was, but they did a lot in that time frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did. I don't know. Spider-Man 1 and 2 of the Raimi films, like I can still watch fully to this day. The rest of them, though, like
have you seen the multiverse at all? Or not the multiverse, the
Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Because it's crazy, like, or whatever the movie it is. I haven't even seen it, so I don't even know the name. I'm sorry. But like when all the Spider-Mans come back together, right? If you look at the end of Spider-Man 2, where Doc Ock goes underwater, I'm like, yo, shit. Wasn't that like the perfect ending to somehow bring him back? Yeah. Because he gets sucked up in that thing, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, that's like,
yeah, they're like the little like mini.
Yeah. It was perfect, man. That's perfect.
Well, that's how they justified bringing him back in No Way Home, right? That's how he survived.
Exactly, man. That's just that's crazy, dude. Crazy, man. But yo, man, tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Like what got you into, heroes, man, because you say DC and Marvel, like you don't even pick a side, which is great because that's like me. But what really got you into all this?
Yeah, I love DC and Marvel pretty much equally. If I had to pick one, like gun to my head, I'd probably pick DC because Justice League is like my favorite team. And I mentioned earlier, like Justice League the animated series is really like what I mean. Batman animated series first, but then Justice League is really what got me into like wanting to pursue the histories and the stories of all these characters.
Before you go any further, when you say Justice League, Zack Snyder, talk to me.
I like Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel is a good Superman movie. But
you can save yourself.
I will say his Justice League movie was definitely way better than the Joss Whedon movie cut. But
why did you say that name?
Stop! Please, stop!
Why did you say that name?
Dude, that movie sucks ass. Like,
wow.
that movie is so trash.
Oh no, man! Don't do it, man! Don't do it.
Good, but what's up, John? No, I did enjoy the Snyder cut. I think it could have been like an hour and a half shorter. Or
yeah. His movies are generally long as hell, so I get that.
I don't even mind if it's long. I hate all the Ezra Miller Flash scenes. Like that's a whole nother topic with current events. But
yeah,
I just think he's the worst cast they could have picked for Flash. But I did see like his vision, setting up Darkseid at the end was really cool. But I don't know, just the characterization that he puts of the Justice League characters are, for the most part, not in line with how I view them from the like original Bruce Timm animated series and the comics. I do really like Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. But like Superman was barely even in the film, and he was like black suit at the end.
Well, yeah, because at the end of
Batman
he dies. So
like they just basically shoehorned in Doomsday, and that fight was so anticlimactic. Like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor is like the worst casting of all time.
Don't you feel like Doomsday could have looked it different as well? Like the way that I didn't like the way the imagery was on it. Jesse was, I think
he could have been a good Riddler. But I liked Paul Dano as Riddler too. That was a cool take in the Batman.
Okay.
But yeah, Zack Snyder, Watchmen is a great movie. Like I think that's adapted really well. 300 is very entertaining. Man of Steel is good, but Batman vs Superman, Justice League, not that great.
Nice. Yeah, man. So far as you like growing up, what would you say some of your earlier memories are? Like, do you have any early memories of cartoons you used to watch, or what's some of your favorite flicks as a kid? Like Batman '89, anything like that?
Yeah. I guess in terms of like comic based shows, the Batman animated series, Justice League, Batman Beyond. Static Shock was fun.
Cool.
I love the Spider-Man animated series in the 90s. X-Men animated series. And then just like in terms of other cartoons, things like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Ed, and Eddie.
Bro. If you really go back and watch Ed and Eddie, like the whole premises was a fucking jawbreaker, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how genius is that, man?
The like late 90s, early 2000 cartoons were just so dumb, but so fun. Like on a Cartoon Network mainly, SpongeBob, Nickelodeon. Avatar: The Last Airbender is definitely one of the greats.
What's up, Matt? Yeah, bro. What was that guy's name? Plank? The kid who had the wood Plankton or something like that. Plank.
You're talking about SpongeBob or
no? And freaking Ed and Eddie. kid had he had the wood. He called it plank or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What the freak? Love that show, man. Definitely. Hey Arnold. Yep.
Wild Thornberries.
Wild Thornberries was Nigel Thornberry, man. Definitely. And the daughter could talk to animals and stuff, and the monkey was fun as hell in that show, you know.
The monkey was my favorite part.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Dude, so what's a statue story that you have for us? Is there any crazy scenario, or did you have to drive far, or something may have almost went weary?
I don't think anything has gone almost weary. Just think for a second. I'm trying to think of everything that's in my perimeter. No, nothing's gone weary. I have traveled for some of my pieces. Like I've traveled to the Eastern Shore of Virginia, which is like the most random place to get a statue. But it was actually like my second statue. It's like the OG Dark Side premium format exclusive, and it was just listed on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm still friends with the guy to this day, but I was able to get it for like $100 less than he was asking for. Like pick it up. It was like an 1.5-hour drive. One of my favorite statues, the Batman premium format by Martine Canali, exclusive with the, I guess some people call them the pizza cutters, batarangs, but I love that piece. But I drove like to DC, which is like 4 hours away one way and back to get that. Those are really cool. Those are only pieces I've traveled for. I haven't had like a disaster story, I guess.
I haven't either. I've actually haven't traveled anywhere for one. In like a different hobby, I definitely did, because it was kind of like short stock and stuff, but not in this hobby. In this hobby, honestly, I kind of feel like stuff is kind of cut and dry. I mean, some of the stuff that you do see people getting scammed at, it's almost like, obviously it's unfortunate, but it's also kind of like, well, why didn't you do this, or why didn't do it another way, and it wouldn't have happened. But I mean, when there's a good deal, you could be tempted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the Facebook groups are awesome, but also dangerous, because there's a ton of great pieces being posted there, but you gotta be careful. Like I'm not gonna send someone money on Zelle. Like it's got to be PayPal goods and services, or if you do want to do Zelle, I'll do local pickup. Like there's actually a guy somewhere close. Like when I say close, like 4 hours away. A piece I do want, and he just wants Zelle. So I'm like, if we do this, I'll Zelle you, but I'm not Zelling you until we meet.
Yeah. So it's kind of like if you do friends and family or something, it's like, we're in person, I can kind of inspect the item type of deal, and that'll be fine that way. Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, there's just so many things that could go wrong, and I know a lot of people are saying, well, what about the seller having protection? Which I do get that part.
Yeah, but that argument doesn't really make sense for I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't really make sense for what we're talking about, because neither the seller or buyer has protection for if something does go wrong. I mean, the seller will get your money, but
yeah. It's crazy, but then it's just so many things that could go wrong. I almost feel like people have kind of like, they've like figured out the system or different ways to kind of like, get by some stuff, which is unfortunate, because like it should just be as simple as, hey, this is $100. Okay, here you go, and here's the item, and you guys move on, and you tell people in the community, yeah, this is a good dude, and keep it moving. But it's not always like that. And on the flip side, sometimes people send you something and it generally got broke by UPS, and they generally didn't know, and hopefully something can be worked out, but
that's the thing that scares me, because I've bought a couple pieces more than a couple pieces from the aftermarket, and I'm just like, I mean, they tell me that they're fully insured, but I don't know how that process works of making sure that they get their money back and like I also am compensated. I mean, it's one thing if you buy like direct from Sideshow or XM or wherever, but I feel like that's kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I think the sketchiest thing that happened to me, and I actually still got the emails and everything, right? So I was buying Mortal Kombat. What's going on, Ed? I was buying Mortal Kombat Scorpion exclusive version, and some stuff went down with the statue. And I'll tell the full story later, but just to get to the ending part, bought the statue. I thought everything was going to be fine with the statue. Hit the guy up. I'm like, yo, this part doesn't work and it's not as described. Essentially, so he ignored me and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just do a PayPal claim. Then he finally responds like, oh, you filed a claim. I'm like, well, yeah, you were ignoring me. Like I was trying to talk to you to see what we could do. And so he takes all the screenshots and anything he could come up with, and he's like, well, I'll put them on Facebook and like what I mean, and this will basically like end you or whatever. And this is like a little bit before YouTube, a little bit before YouTube. And at this time, I was actually starting to work for PayPal. So I didn't pursue it because like an idiot, I was thinking, well, I'm about to get hired here. I don't want this to affect my chances of actually beginning to work. I don't even know why I was thinking that. But so I ended up just dropping the claim, and
that sucks.
Yeah.
That
was $1,200. No, $1,100. $1,100. I ended up selling the statue down the road. I sold it as is. I did tell the new person. I kind of like rigged it though to where like the imperfection did still work and it was fine. But I definitely let the new person know. And just in case they forgot, once I boxed it up, I put a sticky note inside so they would see it as well, just in case they forgot for any reason. Like, yo, take it out like this. Just in case you forgot. So I tried to do the right thing as best I could. And I never heard nothing back from the person who bought it. So I assume everything is fine,
So yeah, I mean, you dropped the claim, then you got the money. That sucks. Yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
To answer Walton's question real quick, I do actually have an example of that. I didn't sell something, but I bought something from someone on the aftermarket, and we met like in a Walgreens parking lot. So like I didn't come to his house or anything.
Yeah.
Because I understand that like when I sell something, I don't want someone who I don't know coming in my house.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. That's always something crazy as well. Like even if you like, for example, I'm selling a Xbox, right? Working, just don't need it anymore. And I'm just like, dude, if I don't. Sometimes, even if stuff is working, I just feel like people could be crazy in terms of like, yeah, man, it's not working now. 72 hours later, it's like everything was working fine. I don't know if you guys left it on for like 50 hours and something happened, and now they know your address, and now like for whatever reason they want their money back still. You got to deal with this crazy person. So it's like,
yeah, people in the in the age of just Amazon shipping and returning everything, they'll sabotage anything to get their money, to try to get money.
Yeah,
it's sad, but
definitely, man, crazy, dude. Have you ever been like at your house and like you're looking out the window and you've ordered something, or maybe you even forgot you ordered or whatever, and the UPS, FedEx, whoever, they drive like next door, like 2 houses down. You're like, oh, it's not today. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like even though tracking says it will come like 2 days from now, I see the UPS.
Hey, you never know, dude. I've had tracking say like next week, and somehow I get it today. So you never know. Yeah,
the UPS truck is like the adult ice cream truck, basically.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. For anybody getting that Maestro, I wonder. I want somebody to record that. Like, I just want to see how the experience is gonna be. Is the guy gonna be like, "Yo, come out here and help me, man"? Like, no, seriously, this is 4 boxes, 320 pounds. Come help me.
Yeah, there's no way that one person can carry that thing. Like, I saw someone on one of the statue groups posts. It wasn't even the Maestro. It was like I don't even know. It was just a box, but it was like, it looked like a wooden giant shipping crate. I'm sure some of y'all have seen that. It was like this week, but he was like, "There's, I just ordered this, but I also ordered the Maestro, and it's like a third times bigger." And I'm like, "Holy shit, that thing must be." I mean, I think it's like over 300 pounds, right, Maestro?
Yeah,
So,
crazy.
I don't know. I feel like you just need like a, concrete platform or something to display that thing on. Like, even if you put it on like a dining room table, I don't even know if I would trust that.
You know what's crazy? Even though garage shelves can hold a bunch of weight and you can reinforce them and everything, dude, there's only so much weight I'm about to put on these things.
Yeah.
So I feel like unless you're actually getting like a custom like something wood made, nah, it has to go on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, you got to have a ton of space and something really strong to display that thing.
And the crazy thing about it, it's actually wider than any garage shelf that I know of. I mean, mine's are 48 inches, and that thing is 51 inches wide. So it's like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Is that with all of like the capsules?
Yeah,
like version B. Okay,
exactly. Version B with all the bells and whistles, man.
Yeah, I watched
which is weird.
I don't know if it came out today or yesterday or whenever, but Rad Titan, Alex and Gio made a video on that.
Mm-hmm.
And Gio was just like cursing out the XM person who made the pictures all dark.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know why they keep doing that. People in the community just keep freaking lighting them up. Like, who does that? Eric, I think Eric B.
Yeah, I mean,
lightens them up.
Their gallery looks beautiful. I don't know why they don't just pictures, like the lighting's perfect there. And they do these like with the Magneto or with the Venom, they give you like a shadow silhouette instead of, I don't know. I guess it's cool to like get people excited, but at the same time, it kind of pisses me off. Like,
but do you like what Sideshow does? Because Sideshow does like what do they do? They do they do a stock image with the name, and then the next one, then it's just like a picture of everything but the base. Is what Sideshow normally does.
Yeah. I am much more inclined to be happy of seeing a stock image because, like, at least I know what the piece looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually XM is going to show you what it looks like anyway, but it's just kind of annoying to like show me the piece, don't show me a shadow.
Yeah. No, I get that.
That rant was really funny.
Gio's definitely a character, man. Some good content over there, man. Shout out to Rad Titan. It's definitely some good content, man. With everything recently shown at San Diego Comic-Con and as well as the prior to that with the Sideshow, is there anything that you're like, yo, I'm gonna pick up or I'm kind of thinking about?
From like just Sideshow specifically?
Sideshow, Prime One, PCS, anything that was shown at these cons in this last 2 weeks or so.
Not that I'm gonna get it, but the Prime One Sinestro looks amazing. I just wish it was quarter scale instead of third scale. Because Sinestro is like one of my favorite villains ever. Green Lantern's one of my favorite characters. Those are beautiful. I know Pudgy's getting the Hal Jordan. So congrats on that. But yeah, those two are beautiful. The Sideshow Nightcrawler I really like. I think the base, the color is really cool, and the exclusive with the swords.
Yeah, hopefully I can get that. Hopefully.
Yeah, Nightcrawler would be a day one buy for me if I had space. But really, the only like space I have left from Marvel is reserved for Iron Man or no one.
Iron Man or no one. I hear you.
Yeah, like Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Nightcrawler, and Apocalypse are like all characters that I would want. But
so with Apocalypse, would you be looking for the old Sideshow or XM?
No, definitely the XM. Or that custom that just came out. That one, like with the 8 switch outs that I think we got.
That's a lot of switch outs, but it's a nice statue.
Yeah, yeah. I think I would only use like 3 of them, but no, I like the sculpt on the XM one, and I like people. I know that there was that controversy with the purple color or whatever, but
Yeah.
I think it looks great with that color, and it also depends on your lighting.
Yeah, you know, I like the switch outs with it. I like the presence on it. The base is cool. I think the paint is fine. It's one that I do want to go back and get. Like they showed the like the Mr. Sinister, and that's one that I don't plan on picking up myself. Um
Yeah,
Apocalypse is one I'm gonna have to go back and get it. Unfortunately, probably gonna have to pay a premium or just wait for somebody who's selling it at a nice price. And
yeah. I think the aftermarket price on that one is going to be steep. Unfortunately, that's like I feel like if I was
yeah,
going to get it, it needed to be like in the last few months. But
it's gonna be a pretty penny. But we'll see. I mean, you never know. You never know, man. Somebody, hey, like I said, you wait long enough, somebody's always gonna be selling something. You know, like I said, that Doc Ock was damn near retail, man. So you just gotta be patient sometimes, man.
yeah, yeah. I
Crazy.
mean, I have as far as heroes go, I pretty much have every Marvel hero that I want besides Iron Man.
Hmm.
And as far as villains go, it's really just Apocalypse, Green Goblin, and Venom. But the one piece I will get if it comes up at a good price is XM Studios Green Goblin, which I know you have. I think that's one of the most beautiful statues ever made.
Man, dude, that statue is amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, all jokes aside,
I will
you
find
know,
space for that one. Yeah.
man, I love it, man. I love that statue. It's an amazing statue, and it's one I will never let go. Like the only way I'd let it go, they would have to make another character, and like it's just that much better.
I I don't know. I think the sideshow one is nice, but the XM one blows it out of the water. Like details of the paint, the sculpts, um, the portraits
Yeah.
are just fantastic on that one. Yeah, I would somehow make space for that one. But Apocalypse and Iron Man, for me right now, it's either Iron Man or Flash, and I'm leaning towards Flash. So as far as
So
what I have
speaking
left,
of collecting, we got Trey Smith here. This is he's joined the Aiden Martinez family as a 1/3 collector. What's your take on 1/3 versus 1/4?
1/3s are insane, like insanely beautiful and insanely expensive and insanely space hogging.
Man, dude,
Um,
man.
I have 2 1/3s. The only other 1/3 that I was really considering is the Sinestro
Hmm.
from Prime One.
Yeah,
But with what I'm planning on getting, as far as Green Lanterns, like I want to stick to quarter scale. So, yeah, no, I think the LBS line is incredible. Like that 4 behind you is my favorite one so far. Like
really.
even out of the ones they revealed, like I like it more than the Cap, the Hulk, the Iron Man, the Venom. I just think the base on that one is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. The base is definitely crazy on this, but you know, I'm surprised to hear you say that though. You know.
Yeah, for some reason it's like the most readily available one too. Like it's the one that you can get relatively easily right now. I don't really understand that, but I know the edition size is higher than the Captain America.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think the forward, in my opinion, is the best one. The only 2 1/3 statues that I have right now are, and this was a piece like I had been wanting ever since I started statue collecting, is the Prime One 3rd scale Deathstroke exclusive. That's like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like one of my Mount Rushmore statues. I have that, and then I have the Iron Studios Joker, like the Greg Capullo face that Joe has as well.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, those are only 2 1/3s. Again, I think 1/3s are beautiful. I don't have the space for them, so you got to have like a really big space if you want to do all 1/3s, or you just got to have less statues like Aiden does. Like he has an awesome setup, but he has less characters.
Yeah, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think if you are gonna go that route, you're probably getting the characters that you generally like really, really love, opposed to like, yeah, I got all this room, one fourth take up less room. So I
That's
love 10 of them, but I like 2 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's my issue. Like, there's so many characters that I love, so like quarter scale is the perfect fit for me because I can fit almost all of my absolute favorites.
Yeah.
But like third scale, there's no way I'd be able to do that.
Yeah, I think when it comes to third scale, it would have to be your favorite character as well as the statue itself
Yeah,
is mesmerizing. Like it would have to be that combination of,
yeah,
of just both because of price and space.
yeah. I think the Jason Fabok Batman is the definitive. Well, I'm not going to say definitive because the Hush one's great, but um, I think the Jason Fabok Batman with the cape like flowing up, I think that's going to be like the best Batman on the market in my opinion.
I think people is gonna be very shocked and surprised at that statue when it comes out, being able to see some in-hand pics and stuff.
Yeah, Jason Fabok is just like my favorite comic book artist of all time. So anything he does is almost gold to me.
Yeah, and here's this real quick here. This is the Doctor Doom. This is really a good one. Plus the Amazing Spider-Man comic right there, pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember the first time I was on Casual Stream, we like both held it up at the same time because he got it from Danny.
Yeah. Shout out Danny Lee, man.
Yeah,
Shout out Danny Lee.
that's one of my favorite statues. So I have that.
What made you choose this version opposed to the traditional color?
Well, I already have the like regular Doom, the OG Sideshow one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I love that one. But Jonathan, I don't know if you're familiar with like the 2015 Secret Wars story from.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his Secret Wars story was basically the culmination of everything he had written for Marvel at that point. So he wrote like an amazing Fantastic Four run, an amazing Avengers run, an amazing set of stories set in the Ultimate Universe of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all of that culminated in what was called Secret Wars, like the 2015 version. And Doom, again, this was like my favorite story of him. He stole the powers of what we call the Beyonders, and they're like basically like the most powerful characters in Marvel. And he made himself God, and he created this whole reality where he ruled everyone in the Marvel universe. And he looked like this. His cape and everything was white. And you talk about like Infinity Gauntlet Thanos being powerful. God makes him look like nothing.
Dude, have you seen the comic where he rips out Thanos' spine?
Yeah, that's from Secret Wars.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know my comics like that, but I did see the imagery, and I read that page on what was it, Cosmetology or whatever. So I read that, and that was pretty cool. But sorry, I missed. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I think from all the characters in movies, bro, we gotta get some like good representation of Doom. The original ones from Fantastic Four was cool, but that last Fantastic Four they did, I'm like, what the hell is this, man? Like, what is this?
I didn't even watch it. I read the reviews and I saw some scenes from it, and I saw how
I finally did watch it because, like, okay, this is crazy, right? So I was like really about to get this Silver Surfer statue, so I'm like, let me go back and watch the movies, right? And I was buying some comics and stuff. I'm like, let me see if this is something I actually want. So I was reading a couple comic books and stuff, some Marvel Masterworks, Fantastic Four stuff, and watching the flicks. And I'm just like, dude, the movie wasn't bad, but what they did to Doom and the Thing were the worst. Like, Mr. Fantastic, Sue, and Johnny weren't really bad. It was just Doom and the Thing that was just like.
I actually liked the cast. I actually liked the cast of the original Fantastic Four film.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
thought Chris Evans was a great Human Torch. The guy who played The Thing was great. Jessica Alba as Invisible Woman was decent, and so was the guy who played Reed. Like I didn't hate that film. It was, yeah, but if you read like if you get a chance to read Jonathan Hickman's run on Fantastic Four, it's a great run.
Gotcha, man. I gotta. There's actually one I'm trying to pick up is Jim Sterling's Infinity War. I want to pick that book up the next time I'm able to get a book. They got it on Amazon for not a bad price, so I'm thinking about picking that up and kind of go down that rabbit hole.
Have you ever heard of InStockTrades.com?
Probably from Brenton or Danny, but I don't think I've actually like went on there.
Yeah, InStock Trades. There's also Organic Price Books. Both of those websites is usually where I get like my comics, omnibuses. They have like 45 to 50% off cover price. For stuff that's like in print, out of print stuff, you gotta get on eBay or whatever. But
yeah, so where do you mostly get stuff from? Like, how do you feel about the CGC game? Like, do you feel like, because a lot of people, what they do, and I'm guilty as well, especially for the Old Man Logan one I got. That was the very first one I got. It was like 2 a.m. Me and Danny were like up and we were like talking about CGCs, and
yeah,
he's like, you gotta do it now, man, it's gonna sell out. And I'm like, fuck, I got it, you know what I mean? But do you feel like a CGC is just easier going on eBay? It's already graded, it's already there. You know what I mean? Versus having to send it in and not getting that 9.8.
No, I'm not, like I said, I'm a reader. I'm not really like a collector for investing.
Yeah.
Like probably the most valuable things are my statues as far as collecting.
Yeah.
I mean, the only CGCs I have that are even somewhat, I only have a few CGCs, and I just got the ones that like I knew I could afford, but I also like really liked the characters. So like, for instance, I have the first appearance of Bane. I have that displayed like next to my Bane statue. I have the first modern appearance of Hugo Strange, which is a Batman villain. I have the first appearance of the Court of Owls, another Batman villain.
What's up.
Yeah, and then I have a 9.6. I don't have any 9.8s, so sorry, Danny. But I have a 9.6 of the first appearance of Doomsday. But none of those are like, I think the Court of Owls was like 130. So none of those are like crazy expensive. I just got them because they look nice to display. Like I do get the appeal of what a CGC like looks like.
Yeah,
it looks really nice. It feels really nice. It's cool to have like a first appearance, but that's just like a whole nother money pit that outclasses even statues.
Dude, even when you go to the comic book store, you could rack up $50 easy, like quick.
Yeah, and if you like, I mean, that's why I don't buy singles, because like one single issue nowadays is like $5-6. And it's just a flimsy piece of paper. Like I get it if you want to buy it for like investment purposes and grade it, but like I just want to read the stories. Like you can't. I'm not going to pick up a single issue comic book to read it. So
yeah, this is actually what I'm reading right now. Like I just started reading this one right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
the Masterworks, and I just started reading that, and I'm early into it. I'm into the part where like, he's fixing up his costume and everything like that. And
man, those like Masterworks, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, like those are just the easiest, most affordable way to read the stories if you really want to read them. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, what the heck, my cat, dude. What the? Oh man, it's like jumped all in my lap, dude. Nah, but that's pretty cool. These are $15.99. You can actually get them pretty cheap for like $11 sometimes with free shipping, or most of your comic book stores should sell them as well. I think they're really cool. Huh?
You get them on Amazon?
I get them on Amazon myself, and I'm doing this so this way I can like actually go back, learn all about the characters, and have that comic knowledge as well. And without having to like buy like 80 comic books, I can just pick this up for $10-15, get a bunch of books into one, and just learn.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to read, like, for instance, Captain America behind you. Like, you might want to know more about his comic history. You don't have to read every single Captain America comic there ever is, but like, just look at the acclaimed runs and look at the synopsis and see what you're interested in.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Because like, people always say like, oh, well, Batman could take down this person if he had time. If he had some prep time, right? Is there any one person that you feel Batman realistically couldn't take down, even with prep time, gadgets? Is there anybody you think Batman couldn't take down?
It depends on the writer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because with prep time, he's able to go toe to toe with Darkseid on Apocalypse, which is crazy. In Peter J. Tomasi's Batman and Robin run, he has to go to Apocalypse and he builds the Hellbat suit, which you've probably seen, like the black and red suit. I don't know. It's a tough question. Like, it depends on the writer. I mean, even in Grant Morrison's Final Crisis, Batman basically kills Darkseid, but then he gets shot through time. So with prep time, depending on the writer, he can pretty much tackle on anyone. But without prep time, he's not beating Superman or Darkseid or whoever. I mean, he's Ra's al Ghul basically used his plans to take out every member of the Justice League. So he's just such like a paranoid character, and that's why he's my favorite, because he's prepared for everything. But yeah, I mean, him meeting the Flash in a street fight, he's done.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that I think people really like about Batman or Iron Man, is that they are just everyday people. Granted, they're rich as heck, but they are just everyday people, and they're out there saving lives and fighting the bad guy and stuff like that. No powers, no nothing. And even Captain America, I mean, I know he has a super serum, but other than that, I mean, he is just a a normal guy as well. He doesn't have these like like Spider-Man powers. He's not crawling up walls and things like that. And I think that's why people kind of gravitate to those as like their top tier characters as well. Something they can relate to more.
Yeah, I mean, the street level characters, like when you think about Marvel too, like Daredevil, Punisher. I think those are some of the characters that people love the most, because they like seeing, like, if you look at the Netflix series for Daredevil and Punisher, like they're both put in like the criminal underground of New York, and sometimes that's just more fun to watch than the Fantastic Four fighting Galactus, which is also awesome too. It's just different.
Yeah, I think it's just more realistic. Like, Punisher really could be a dude coming out of the war, bro. Like realistically, like.
Oh yeah, I mean, he is.
Yeah.
If you read Garth Ennis's Punisher Max, the Punisher was born in Vietnam, so his trauma and his will to basically kill everyone evil was born being a veteran of Vietnam. And then they've like for the show, they updated it for Afghanistan, but
nice, man, nice. Yeah, Billy Russo, that character was that was spot on, man. That was good acting, good portrayal of just everything, man. Yeah, I mean,
that ending scene of season 1 with the mirror and the merry-go-round, that was. Oh
yeah. Woo. You know what I really disliked was at the end of season 2, we were finally about to get Bullseye. Or was that Punisher or Daredevil? That was Daredevil.
That was end of season 3.
Season 3?
Yeah, end of season 3, Daredevil, after he fights Kingpin.
Yeah, and we're finally about to get Bullseye, and then all of a sudden, like, just goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, Bullseye is a great villain. I mean, he's so sadistic. Yeah, that actor nailed him too. Like that end of all of Daredevil season 3 is like probably my favorite live action comic book adaptation. That was so good.
Yeah, Vincent's a great actor, man, playing Kingpin. I mean, I don't think they could have cast a better person. And
Yeah,
wow, man,
in my
wow.
opinion, my opinion, he's really only second to Heath Ledger in terms of like comic book live action villains. Like he's incredible. I mean, Thanos, Josh Brolin is great too, but I don't know, his performance was so good. Oh, someone said they just started Daredevil. I'll stop talking.
Yeah. We'll definitely stop talking there, man. Only thing I will honestly say, the last thing I'll say is this: even Daredevil, I think, is a great actor, and Charlie Cox. I think they picked that character well. And I think for anybody who hasn't seen it, especially being able to pick up on all of them, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, whoever you like, the Defenders even, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to have a lot to catch them on. So if you really like it, you could binge this for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, and just have some good content to catch up on. So
yeah,
definitely cool.
Honestly, I didn't watch everything. I mean, I watched all of Punisher. I watched all of Daredevil. I watched
Same here.
season 1 of Jessica Jones, but season 2 was so bad.
Like, I didn't finish season 2, or I think it did a third, if I'm not mistaken. I just didn't finish it.
Yeah, I watched Luke Cage. I enjoyed that up until like the last few episodes. The villain, I thought the first villain was I thought the first villain was way better. I didn't watch Iron Fist just because of what everyone said about how poorly it was adapted, but
I thought Iron Fist was cool. I mean, I'll say, like, the first time I watched it through, I thought it was cool. The second time I watched it through, I didn't like it as much. But again, like, I watch stuff, I don't watch it objectively in terms of comics because I don't know comics. So when I'm watching it like, yo, we're finally getting some superhero stuff, and I'm just excited as just like a kid, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for an Oscar, a Grammy, whatever award, you know, whatever on the soundtrack, the acting, whatever. Like, I'm just watching it, and if it captivates me and it catches my attention to where I'm interested in the story and I can move on to the next episode, I'm in. You know what I mean? I don't expect everything to have, you know, Tom Cruise in it or whatever for it to just be like this star-studded cast and stuff. So I don't hold things to this hierarchy like, you know, most comic fans do.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I wasn't jaded in that way. Like,
yeah,
I know like kind of what the character should look like, and I'm fine with different interpretations. And I also don't expect everything to be like, you know, Oscar or Endgame worthy. But that's like, I think that's another issue. Like, I think so many people with the MCU Phase 4 are just expecting everything to be like as high stakes as Endgame was. And
I don't think so.
I mean, we're at a new crossroads. They've done a lot. Yeah, Daredevil is so good.
Definitely, man. Daredevil's cool.
But yeah. MCU Phase 4 though, like, I haven't loved everything, but I've liked a lot. I do wish I don't know. People are saying that it's crazy that Secret Wars is coming out in 2025, but I thought it was going to be way longer than that. I thought it was going to be like 2028, 2029. Because,
damn.
I mean, when you think about it, they built Endgame from Iron Man 1, which was 2008, up until 2019. Right?
2019, yeah.
That's 11 years. And Secret Wars is a bigger story if you're actually going to adapt it correctly. Like, Secret Wars is so many different characters, and they're starting from, what was the first? I guess WandaVision was the first thing of Phase 4.
Yeah, WandaVision. Yeah,
which was 2020. So that's only 5 years, which is crazy to me. I don't know. I mean, they are putting out more content though, so they're doing.
I was about to say that, and I'm not a fan of that. Like, no, I'm not saying I don't like the TV shows and stuff, but I'm not a fan of oversaturation, especially with just some of these characters and some of the stuff. It's like,
yeah,
like just some of the characters is kind of question marky. Like, I I can't even think of the name right now, but the witch who Wanda was fighting at the end, Helen, I think.
Agatha.
Yeah, Agatha. Yeah, like
Harkness. Yeah.
it's like seriously. And I'm not saying that story isn't important, but it's just like it's just I don't want so much content where like you're having to just steadily watch every single thing to like maybe not miss a clue here for this part and this, and it's a lot, man.
I do think the MCU has done a good job so far of like, if you don't watch every single thing, you're not going to be lost. But if you do watch every single thing, you're going to get like the smaller like hints of stuff. So I don't think it's like a must watch to watch like every single Disney Plus show. It's just kind of like adds to the experience.
Yeah. I think they've done a good job overall in terms of like just keeping everybody, you know, I guess eager to watch more, or at least like stoked about the next thing. And obviously that's not easy to do because people have big expectations. I mean, like I said, you got to keep stuff comic accurate. You got to keep these actors and actresses like, you know, they gotta really do their part, or people are gonna let you know. And when you do, you know, kill off a character, whether they can be brought back or not, like Captain America or Iron Man, which is people are suspecting or whatever, you know, pondering, but you know, who knows? And even then it's like, I don't want another Cap, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I hope they don't, honestly. Like, I mean, as much as I love Chris Evans' Cap and RDJ's Iron Man, I think they had the perfect ending. I just think it would be.
Yeah, because Captain America went out on his own terms. It wasn't like he got defeated. He literally just he wanted to go back and he got to, you know, live with the chick that he always wanted.
Yeah.
You know, he got the girl, you know. It was a perfect life.
Yeah. He that was a perfect ending.
Yeah, She-Hulk,
yeah, that's like not one I'm super excited about. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it too. But
I'm tired of Professor Hulk too. Like, I just want to see him Hulk out again. I understand that's an arc in the comics, but I want to see like 08 Edward Norton Rage Hulk again.
And I don't think we're ever gonna get that. I just don't think we're gonna get that again with Disney and with like marketing and everything. Like, I don't think we're gonna see. I think they're gonna go at the angle. Oh, I can control my anger, and when I need to use it, I'll use it.
Yeah,
I don't think he's ever just gonna be like straight up mad ever again. Like Abomination won't be coming back type deal.
Well, Abomination did come back, but he's like completely neutered. Like, have you seen Shang-Chi?
No. See, I'm so far back. I'm just finishing Loki. That's how far back I am.
Loki's really good. Yeah,
I didn't like Loki, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she liked it. I didn't like it, man.
Dang, that was my favorite Disney Plus show. You saw all of it?
I'm up to like episode 5 or 6.
Okay, keep watching.
Yeah.
I'll just say it's probably the most important Disney Plus show so far.
Cool.
As an MCU.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching, man. As we're winding down in the show, man, I wanna ask this.
You broke up, Cash. Right before you're about to ask your question. I hear your keyboard, but your voice was messed up. All right, I think you're back now.
No, I was typing. I was saying, is there any one character you would like to see done, like far as like in the movies, man? Any character that hasn't been done, or character that needs to come back? Like, a lot of people talking about Wesley Snipes. Not gonna happen, but you know.
Well, I mean, anything could happen right now with the multiverse that they're doing. Like, you could see a Wesley Snipes Blade. I just want to see a actor play Doctor Doom to the same quality that Josh Brolin played Thanos. Like, I want a fantastic Doctor Doom. and I want him to be like the big bad. And I know they're angling Kang the Conqueror to be the big bad, which is cool. He's an interesting villain too.
Really, I was thinking Galactus.
Oh no, it's Kang. Like, I mean, Galactus
Okay.
may be coming in the future, but like at Comic-Con, Kevin Feige confirmed it was.
Oh,
it was
okay.
Kang.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Kang, but like Doom is in both versions of comic Secret Wars, so I just don't see how they can not do him.
I don't think unless you're a comic guy, I don't think you're gonna know the character. Like me, I don't even know the character. So for me, it's like Thanos. You've heard of Thanos.
Yeah, but
I haven't heard of this character.
had you heard of him before the MCU though? If you hadn't read comics,
I think I had heard of him, but only because of like some like video games. But besides that, like I hadn't comics or nothing. No,
because I feel like Doom was more well known than Thanos before the MCU to the general public.
well, I mean, Doom is even in here. You know, what I mean, he's even in this book. You know, what I mean, so like he's in the comics. As far as like the Spider-Man stuff I'm reading now, but
yeah,
I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, I got you. I mean, a lot of people are obviously they're comic people, so they're gonna know exactly who the character is, what the character's capable of. But I definitely would like some Doom love. You know.
Yeah, I don't want him to take a back seat to anyone. Like he's gonna be in it with Kang.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he should betray Kang and like take his powers or something. I don't know how they're gonna do it, obviously, but yeah, I definitely want Doom to be adapted well, and then I'm excited for the X-Men eventually.
Dude, I really am excited for X-Men. I don't think X-Men is actually going to come for a couple more years just due to whatever like a contractual agreement they have until 2025. So I think we're going to be a couple years away, but I think during that time they're probably going to start casting and getting all that type of stuff down just to kind of get a leg up on it, but they can't actually like release anything until then. So
yeah, I definitely think it'll be. Yeah, I definitely think it'll be post 2025 because
yeah,
their plan for from Comic-Con, it didn't really make sense to plug them in anywhere. But yeah, I mean, Marvel is so spoiled. Like they have like almost all their characters adapted well, or most of them. But DC is really where I want to. I don't know. They're just a disaster. They say they have a 10-year plan, and then 2 days later, they're like canceling their Static Shock and Green Lantern projects. And
same here, man.
Yeah. Too. Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic Four is something I want to see. Static Shock would have been cool because they've been talking about that for the longest with Jaden Smith playing him. That was years back, man. It just never happened.
I think that was just a rumor. I don't know. But,
probably just a rumor.
Yeah, I love DC, and like they've definitely killed it with animation, but live action has been very hit and miss other than Batman. So
yeah, definitely, man. Batman in terms of or not even Batman, DC in terms of their animated movies, amazing. I mean, they have that's like their bread and butter, man. They are amazing. I don't care if they're the old ones, the newer ones, they're amazing, man. Really are.
Definitely.
Really are. Unfortunately, I'm not able to pull the pics up that you had sent on this device. I do apologize. So I'll switch it up a little bit. So I always ask them out. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just prepared for that because I know you're doing.
Oh yeah. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up, man.
Yeah.
But you had sent the pictures, and I'll see if I can actually like show them real quick, man. I'll see if I can.
Show them on your phone. Show them on your phone.
The hell?
Or I can show them on my phone.
Yeah. Go ahead if you could. I somehow got. Well, yeah.
Well, what's the question first?
No. Go ahead, bro. I'll ask you after. You're good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Right,
yeah, I'll ask you.
Let me go back. Sorry, they're like kind of back in my camera roll.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah, so here's one of them. I was just prepping for the Mount Rushmore question. And I don't think I'll ever own this, but I think this is one of the most epic pieces I've ever seen.
Is that newer?
No, this is I think it's from NMK Customs group. And
Yeah.
this is a Wolverine versus Sabretooth.
That's a good one. That's a good one, man. Looks really good.
Wolverine's face is literally like it's rehealing from being cut from Sabretooth claws, and then the other one, which I really hope I can own one day because I think it's probably one of the best statues ever, is this one.
Oh yeah.
There was some guy.
Yeah.
There was a guy selling it in the group today, and I hit him up, and
he was like gone, huh?
No, the price tag. I won't out anyone, but the price tag was just like astronomical. So I was like, nope, sorry, I can't afford that. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful piece. The back of the throne is crazy.
Oh yeah, I've seen it to where it's so many details, and
I think Casual showed it on his show one time.
Yeah, work of art, man. A work of art, dude. Is there any one statue that outside of those two that you will never get due to like it doesn't really fit in your collection, but that you've admired the most?
That's a good question. That I wouldn't get, but I admire. No, it didn't even say PM for price. It just said selling these, hit me up. That's a good question. That I wouldn't own, but I admire. I think the Batman Who Laughs from Prime 1 is an incredible piece, but I don't have any desire to own it because it's just not like a character that I'm like in love with. I mean, he's a cool character, but just the statue itself is just a work of art. I think with like the robins and the chains and the blood on his mouth, and that thing's crazy.
I don't think there's been a bad Batman Who Laughs statue, to be honest with you. Even Sideshows, Queen. Yeah. I don't think there's been a bad one. XM.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's had so many statues recently. Like, I mean, I get like, capitalizing on a craze, but like, how many has there been? There's been the Queen one. There's been 2 different ones from XM. There's been the Prime one.
3.
There's been the Sideshow.
5. There's 5 or 6 out there as far as license. Like it's
crazy.
Yeah, it really is crazy
too. Like that character is not. It's not even like 5 years old. I don't think.
Yeah, so all these statues are literally within like the last year.
That's 4 years.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I think the Prime 1 was first, but yeah.
Prime 1 was first, and the people who have that, man, they are happy. The price tag that I've seen that go for is like
$3K or something.
Man. The last one I seen was like 2,000, and they snatched it up like that second. Like, yo, this guy's crazy. Snatch it.
The other one, just to answer that question again real quick, Hulkbuster XM. I'll never own that because of the price tag, but that's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, that's an amazing one. The last price tag I seen on that was $8,000.
Yeah, I actually saw someone selling it for like $3,600 plus shipping from like somewhere in Asia, but that's
crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Crazy, man. Well, dude, I only got 2 questions left for you. For one, if you know this, because some people know, some people don't know. Who's your favorite sculptor right now that you like to purchase their work from?
So like I know Daniel Bell and I know Martine Canali. Those are like I feel like the 2 names that come up the most. And I think their work is awesome. Like I have 2 Martine Canali pieces, and I only have 1 Daniel Bell piece. It's the Thor, but there's so many different Daniel Bell pieces that like I decided on a different statue of the character. So like for instance, I really like the Daniel Bell Bane, but I like the Martine Canali OG Bane better because it's like Hulk. He's like hulked out.
Yeah.
I really love the Daniel Bell Daredevil, but I have the Iron Studios Daredevil because I like that one.
Okay. Yep.
I really like the Daniel Bell Captain America that Casual has, but I have the XM Captain America, and I also like the one that you have behind you.
Yeah.
Um,
That's funny, man.
yeah, and there's a couple other examples. What else am I thinking about? I mean, yeah, Daniel Bell is like I think the most known in the community, or at least the hottest name.
Yeah, right now I would agree with that. I agree with
Some
that.
of my favorite statues, I'd have to look them up because I don't know who the name of the sculptor is. Like for instance, like Iron Studios Daredevil, or I really love the Spider-Man sideshow premium format where he's like wrapped around Doc Ock's tentacles. I don't know who the sculptor is on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I really love the Magneto from Sideshow, Superman from Sideshow, Swamp Thing from XM that I have coming. Like I just don't know who the sculptors are because I always hear that Daniel Bell and Martine Canale's names advertised, but I have Thanos on Throne. I don't know who sculpted that.
It's my guy JP, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
That thing, like that's
amazing.
a work of art.
Yeah.
You're getting that, right? Aren't you getting that?
I was supposed to be getting it, lost contact with the person selling it. So I'm not sure if it'll happen now, but if it does, it does. If not, it just wasn't meant to be. But we'll see. We'll see, man.
That's
Hope
the
is
one.
there.
Yeah. Not to get off topic, but that's the one piece I paid way too much for. And I should have waited, and I didn't. And I don't even have the exclusive version. I just have the regular.
Well, hey, if you ever selling it, let me know.
Yeah, I've seen a few deals, man, on Thanos.
Oh, I've seen some deals, but man, it's always bad timing. It's always the wrong time, man. Always the wrong time, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. One day. That's all I can say is one day. And if I get lucky, I'll be a happy camper. If I don't get lucky, hey, it's okay, man. Yeah.
Whoever sculpted that Green Goblin that you have from XM, I don't know who sculpted that, but he's got to be up there for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's an amazing one.
Or the sculptor for Deathstroke Prime 1. I don't know who sculpted that. But...
See, it's crazy because this is stuff that like our guy Buck knows all the people who does like every single thing, and like I don't be knowing like especially like all the pieces, and that's one thing I do want to do. When I finally get to that point where it's like, yeah, this is Stain. Like I really want to like be able to tell you every single artist, every sculptor, the painter. Like I want to be able to like tell that you like just kind of like know my piece that well to where like when somebody comes and asks like, yo, who made that Scarlet Witch? I can tell you who did everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the painters too, man. Like they're so talented, and I feel like they're the unsung heroes. I don't know any of their names.
Yeah, a lot of painters get overlooked, and they definitely don't. They definitely deserve some credit. I know Kate from or Kat, from Sideshow does some very good work. There's a lot of good painters who do amazing work for the statue community, man. Yeah. Amazing work.
Whoever the painters are at XM, crazy.
Yeah, I've got on my Red Skull. It's an older statue, but the paint on it is amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
I have never seen it in person, but all the images I've seen of it look amazing.
Amazing, man. Amazing. But dude, man, last question for you. It's a Mount Rushmore question. You know it's coming, but I'll switch it up today. We'll just ask something different. You said a while back in the show, you're like, man, 1/3 would be cool, like Aiden, because but you'd have to like really dwindle it down. So give me your Mount Rushmore of characters, of your top favorite characters. Okay, DC and the Marvel guys, so you can mix it if you want, but only 4.
Can I do villains and heroes, like 2 separate, or just
yeah? That's fine. Go ahead. That's fine.
So I'm a ranking type person, so this is easy for me. But yeah, as far as heroes go, it's Batman, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Superman. Do I get 4 or 5?
You could do a 5th honorable mention.
Okay, so Batman, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Superman, and Green Lantern.
Okay.
are my top.
Which
5.
version of Green Lantern? Hal,
Hal.
Kyle? Okay,
I
Hal.
love
Okay.
I love John and Kyle. And I'm actually I'm gonna hopefully get the XM Kyle Rayner.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, the piece looks awesome. But yeah, Hal's my favorite from the Jeff Johns run. It's just he became like one of my favorite characters. So that's heroes: Batman, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Superman, Green Lantern, and then villains: Joker, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Thanos, and Darkseid. So
Wow.
yeah,
Darkseid's getting some love lately.
yeah,
Nice.
he's definitely. Oh, Darkseid 4, Thanos 5. I meant to switch that up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Did you No Apocalypse?
Not top 5. No, he's
Okay.
he's probably he's like 16, 17 range.
Wow, man.
Yeah, Sinestro would be 6. But.
Does Ultron make anybody's list?
Anybody's list? What do you mean?
Like anybody's top list, do you think?
Oh, anybody's, yeah. He's like 21 for me. I have it like all in my head. My top 30.
Oh
top
wow.
30 heroes and villains. Yeah. No, he's like 21. He's just outside my top 20. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot cooler in the comics than he was in the movie, but
yeah.
But
the movie wasn't bad.
Yeah, in the movie though, like at the time, I was kind of like, why did they adapt it like that? But looking back, I think it was because he like had Tony Stark's personality.
Yeah, yeah.
So I look at it more favorably now than I used to.
Yeah, if you like listen to him talk, it's kind of like cocky and like yeah, it's a little weird, but like it's not bad, man. You know, I think it was a good portrayal of what they did. I mean, it's crazy. Like you literally had Ultron in there, had Loki in there, had Thanos in there. Like you had some pretty good, you know, villains. The Black Order. I mean, yeah, the MCU honestly was very, very cool.
I enjoy Age of Ultron. I enjoy Age of Ultron a lot more than I used to. I actually wanted to go back and watch that movie like this past week. But yeah, the Ultron of the comics is more like a just like cold, unfeeling Terminator type robot, or not robot, but.
I think it's also times because even if you, as I'm reading this Spider-Man book, you know, they're saying like, "Yo, you're so talented. We can bring you on the Ed Sullivan show." And I think it's just all about the time, you know what I mean, versus like the source material.
J-Rob, Aquaman is 11 for me. All-time heroes, just outside my top 10. And Black Manta is 12 all-time villains. So I love both of them. For sure.
David, do you really know these by heart?
I do, man. I like in my free time, like I just like think about my top 30.
Yeah. You just made the list. Oh no.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, you just made the list, man. No, that's funny, man. No, that's cool. That's something I need to actually sit down and think about, man. I'm gonna actually sit down and think about that, and like really like make my top 10 on each side, man.
Yeah, man, it's fun. Like I'll just sit down and do a list about anything. Like I'll be like top Marvel heroes, top Marvel villains. Every single time I see an MCU movie, I rank it on like my all-time comic book movies list.
Yeah.
So I have a running list of like freaking 50 some movies at this point. So I just enjoy like ranking things and seeing what I like and what's better.
That's definitely cool, man.
That's how my brain works. Yeah.
When we do a movie stream, we gotta definitely bring you back, man. I probably will plan on doing one soon, like the next week or two. When we do, we definitely gotta bring you back, man, so you can hop on with us, man. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, dude, just to ask, like very last thing, it's not even nothing serious, anything, but what's new to the collection coming? You know, what are you expecting to come in before the year is over?
New to the I actually just got the 1/6 Hal Jordan Green Lantern from Tweeterhead, where he's.
How do you like that?
I was definitely not planning on getting a 1/6. It's really just quarter scale. I do have a 5th scale Black Panther. But I like it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna get a new display, and I was talking to Casual earlier, where I'm gonna have like a wide Vesta. And it's just gonna be pieces on top, and I'm gonna have art prints like on the doors below.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the XM Swamp Thing coming in. I'm really excited about that. He's one of my favorite characters. Number 8 to be precise.
And that's 6 scale as well?
No, that's quarter.
Okay.
Swamp Thing's quarter. I'm really excited about that. I wasn't excited about that until they changed the torsos. They added that additional torso that looks really good. So I got the XM Swamp Thing. I really want to get the XM quarter scale Kyle Rayner. If I can find, I've been searching for this piece for a long time. If I can find the Jon Stewart from Sideshow, that
might be a hard one to find.
Yeah,
the EX anyway.
Yeah, so that'll kind of complete my like Green Lantern trifecta. Swamp Thing. I want to get a Flash. Probably XM. And then the last piece that I'm really ever planning on getting is a Sinestro whenever they make one in quarter scale.
Yeah, hopefully they will, man. That one may take a while as well. I kind of feel like with the Lanterns Corps, it would be cool if they did even Kilowog, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, man. I'm not sure. I don't know if Sideshow's really gonna be doing DC like that. I kind of think Tweeterhead's gonna take over for them. Is my prediction.
I think there's, I don't know if you've seen it, but I think Rome got it. They got a custom Atrocitus, like the red. That same group. I talked to the guy, and he hopefully is going to be making a Sinestro, so I'm really excited about that.
Cool, man.
Same sculptor and everything. And Ra's al Ghul, if they ever make him. He's day one.
Where does he rank?
He is number 9 all time. Villains.
That's cool, man. That's what's up that you actually know that. I gotta seriously do that, man. Well, dude, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Again, it was short notice, so I definitely apologize. Appreciate you putting up with the crazy internet as well, man.
All good. Glad mine worked. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, definitely. All good, man. Everybody out there, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If anybody is looking to come on the channel, hey, man, just let me know. We can definitely get you on. And I'll certainly appreciate it. Have a good chat with you guys. Again, everybody out there, J-Rob, Late Night Trip, Luke, Young Obi, Rome, the list goes on and on. Thank you guys for coming. And just remember one thing, man, cash out.
Put some cash in your life, put some cash in your life. If your cash ain't right, if your cash ain't right, put some cash in your life, put some cash in your life. Cause what's a credit score when you got your cash right?